AC/DC, What You Do for Money, Honey. This seems like another song with Bon Scott because I just saw a scene right here and it seemed pretty old school, so I assume it's with Bon Scott. And I really like that because I get to dig deeper into AC/DC's origin, lead vocalist, and it's super fun to discover how Bon Scott was like compared to Brian Johnson. And it's not to compare the two because obviously each had their own strengths and own unique characters and all of that. I think I like both. Yeah, I don't think I have a preference over any of them. So that goes to say a lot. And I think AC/DC did a great job in picking someone else to try to fill Bon Scott's shoes. Anyways, I'm Kaan, I'm 29 years old, I'm a photographer and filmmaker from Belgium, and I'm on this journey of discovering these all-time classic songs, but also more modern songs, talk about the meaning, talk about the music video and all of that. So if you're into any of that, you can subscribe to the channel, but you don't have to. And you can also become a channel member right now where you have early access to all of my videos. There are a bunch of them already ready, but you don't have to because they will become for free eventually in the future as well. So yeah, there's also a link in the description below with my Patreon page, and there is a specific tier where you can request specific videos from me to watch. Anyways, let's go with the video. We won't pause during the first listen, and then afterwards we will revisit my favorite moments. Oh, the intro is fire. This is a fun song. Hold up. This is with Brian Johnson. I'm so sorry. So sorry. That was beautiful. By the way, always like and subscribe to the original because this is not a substitution for that. By the way, this part over here was fire. And also, excuse me, but I really thought this was going to be with Bon Scott because of the old school setting and all that. But obviously, this is Brian Johnson. Probably one of his first singles with AC/DC, but we'll do a little bit of digging after this video. This part is fire, by the way. Like that. Almost like the guitar screeching again. I really love that. And this part was fire as well. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? So I just noticed Brian is singing, "What you gonna do?" Damn, I butchered that. And then he plays it in exactly the same way on the guitar. That's cool. Fire. Really like this song. Such a fire, high energy song. So what I'm seeing right here. I'm actually confused because the info I'm seeing here says that Bon Scott is the lead vocal, but I don't think so. So maybe this is a song that Brian Johnson did, which Bon Scott also did in the past. Not really sure about that. So apparently this song is about transactional relationships, specifically sex and change for money or status. That's what I was thinking about as well, like what you're doing for money, honey, and being kind of sus about it, like suspicious. And then you would think like, okay, is it sexually orientated, like the job that she's doing? Apparently this is from the album Powergrades, which was darker, more bitter, and less jokey than earlier Bon Scott tracks. Bon Scott often wrote from the perspective of the outsider, the blue-collar observer, and someone unimpressed by wealth or pretension. But I'm still not really sure why Brian Johnson is singing this version right here. So let's try to find that out. Then why is Brian Johnson singing this if Bon Scott wrote this? Very curious about that one, honestly. So it was originally written and recorded by AC/DC with Bon Scott as the lead singer on the album Powergrades in 1978. But as we know, Bon Scott died in 1980. And AC/DC still perform old songs live. To play older material live with him on vocals. So apparently they do play some older songs from Bon Scott live, but not all of them. Okay, so I didn't know that. Very interesting. Very interesting. Anyways, I really like this song. So can I find the version with Bon Scott as well or not? That's strange. Maybe. Nah, that can't be because that one is from 1981. Very weird. Very weird. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Please let me know what other AC/DC songs you would like me to listen to in the future. And I'll see you in the next one. Kaan out. Peace.